Two. So today is Sunday the 8th of May 2016. It's day 5 of the Cambridge Diet Soul Source programme. I'm still in ketosis. You know the deal with these. I showed these in my other videos. Nice raspberry colour there, which means I'm burning fat, just sitting around, not doing anything. That fat is going. One thing I haven't talked about yet is setting yourself SMART goals. Before you start a weight loss program, really you should have a SMART goal in mind. A SMART goal in this case is specific, measurable, attainable, realistic and time orientated. My goal is specific. I started at 12 stone 8. I want to be around about 10 stone 5 by the 3rd of July. It is measurable. I can measure my weight loss by using the scales, by using a tape measure, by my clothes and how I'm feeling in myself. It is attainable. This Cambridge programme is designed to achieve a rapid weight loss, so it's completely attainable within the time span that I've given myself. So it is realistic. Saying you want to drop several dress sizes in a short space of time, like a month, is just so not going to happen. And if you set goals that are unrealistic, then they're going to be disappointing, you're going to fail, and you're basically going to have low self-esteem and probably end up going on a binge eating program. And it's timely. I've measured it. I've got a time scale in mind. I also find when I'm recommending people set and achieve goals, myself included obviously, is that I've got a long-term goal. 2 months' time is a relatively long-term goal, but my ultimate long-term goal is to get to ideally the right weight for my height. So I should be around about 9 stone 4, 9 stone 6. That's my long-term goal. That's probably going to be realistically achievable by the beginning of August, around about say the 3rd of August, depending on my exercise program. I'm not too bothered about the weight at that stage because muscle weighs twice as much as fat, so I'm going to go more by the tape measure by that stage rather than what I'm weighing on the scales. So what's my long-term goal? I've also got my mid-term goal, which is about a month's time, so on and around about the 3rd of June, I should be around about, I'd hope to be less than 11 stone 8. I'm aiming for 11 stone 5 on or around the 3rd of June. And then you've obviously got your long-term goal. What I strongly recommend you do is give yourself rewards. You might need extrinsic rewards to stick to this program to begin with. So my long-term reward, a day at the spa, that would be very nice. I could do with a holiday, quite frankly, with all the stuff going on in my life right now. So that's quite expensive, so that's going to be a long-term goal, gives me time to save for it. A medium-term goal, so when I get to around about sort of halfway, so when I'm around about the 10 stone 3 mark, I think that's going to be the hardest bit because I always find it hard to get under 10 stone 3. I'm not too bothered if I go below that weight or not. It's more about how I look at what my clothes are fitting like at the moment at that stage. So around about 10 stone 3, I might be buying myself some new clothes because the ones I've got are probably moth bitten by now, to be honest with you, and I'm fed up of wearing sloppy clothes and feeling trash about myself as it is already. And in terms of the short-term going, when I get to about June, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to have a reward for then. I think just feeling good in my own skin for once, or at least being well under 12 stone would be rewarding in itself. I probably won't need to buy any rewards than that. But a lot of people need extrinsic motivation. They need extrinsic rewards to begin with, and when you find yourself losing weight and feeling better about yourself and actually feeling like you can achieve something in life, the whole thing becomes intrinsically motivating. There are some advantages to staying fat, as I found out today. I took my kids swimming today, and I do find when you've got quite a bit of back fat, you tend to go down the water flume a bit faster. It's more fun for the kids because you make more of a tidal wave as you hit the pool at the bottom. The only disadvantage is that my swimming costume's a bit loose already. I don't really want to be exposing myself in the local pool. But anyway, so there's, I thought, of one advantage. I thought, well, I've got to mention the pros as well as the cons of being a bit fat. That and the fact that it irons out my wrinkles a bit more. Straight from the swimming pool look today, no makeup, I don't really care. I'm not here to do what I look like. It's until I lost my weight, of course. It's more what I've got to say and keeping people on track that counts. So yeah, goal setting, goal achieving, have some clear goals in mind, because if you're vague, you'll get a vague result. The other thing I tend to do, I mentioned about having photographs up of how you used to be or a physique you like to aim for to stay focused. I also have right by my computer desk, got these from the post office, things like that, and things like that. Just stick them anywhere and remind yourself why you're doing what you're doing. I'm not going to rattle on today, I've got a lot to do this evening. At least I managed to get this programme done. Thanks for the views. Any feedback is much appreciated, good, bad or ugly, I can take it. Just one thing I've noticed as well, I was talking to a relation earlier on today who's suffering with a great deal of anxiety at the moment. And one of the things I used to do was go eating when I was worried about things, and one of the first things you can do to tackle worry is ask yourself, what is the worst that could possibly happen? Given your circumstances, what's the worst that can happen? And ask yourself, is it likely to happen? And if it does, can you deal with the consequences? There's a brilliant book by Dale Carnegie called How to Stop Worrying and Start Living. And for the people that go on an eating binge when you're worrying in life, I suggest you go out there and Google or have a look at some of his suggestions. So you won't find the answer to your worries in a packet of a biscuit tin or a tub of ice cream and all the other things I've done over the years to get me to this size in the first place. You'll find your solutions inside here. Anyway, that's enough rabbiting on from me. Have a good weekend, folks, and I shall see you tomorrow. Bye!